Hey, welcome to Unnecessary Roughness, man. You here with King David and Abru and Lady T as our producer, man. Tonight, we're going to be talking about one of our stars for the Atlanta Falcons, James Pearce Jr. He was arrested, as everybody knows, been worldwide news, for DV, domestic violence, on his then girlfriend, Rakia Jackson, who's a star for the LA Sparks. It's a sad story, and we're going to be talking, did this young man throw his career away? And we know how the NFL and the Falcons is about DV. So, King David, I'm going to give you a chance to speak on that, and then we're going to play the video of the breaking news of him being arrested.
Yeah, definitely a very unfortunate situation for him, for the young lady. He put himself in a very bad position. We know coming in to the NFL, he has some history of some things in his past. Still was drafted, still was given a chance. And for this to happen now, when he was just at the award show, I believe, for like Rookie of the Year and all that, like the day or so before, with his mother speaking on his behalf of saying how good of a kid he was and all that, and to come out and this to happen, man, this is a very unfortunate situation. But yeah, he might have put himself in a very bad position to ruin his career.
Exactly. This is he was on the rookie deal, of course. And the bad part about it, the Falcons traded their first round pick to the Rams for this pick of James Pearce. So we lose a first round pick this year and for next year. And if this kid is suspended or banned from the NFL, we know how that can go, because we see how the Ray Rice situation ended after Ray Rice got caught DV on camera in the elevator with his wife. He never played another down in the league, even though his wife was trying to speak on his behalf. We seen Prince Shimbo when he got into the mess with his girlfriend and kicked her dog. He never played another year in the league, and Prince was a 1 year. He was a rookie guy too. So this stuff is very serious. It is very unfortunate for Rakia Jackson to have to go through that, and very unfortunate that James Pearce Jr. put himself in this situation, being a rising star.
Absolutely, bad day, bad situation all around.
Yeah. So we're going to play a quick video and show the video from Local 10 News down in Florida. We got two videos we're going to show. One of him being arrested, then one he was also arrested, but then he's being released. But we're going to start with the one of him being arrested.
Chase of a pro football player.
We not only have video of him allegedly trying to get away, we also have details about the alleged domestic violence incident that started it all. The alleged victim there, another star athlete. Let's get to Local 10's Lenny Sue Paul live at the jail in West Miami-Dade with the latest details. And Lenny, do we expect him to appear before a judge sometime today?
Yes, we are waiting and watching for that bond hearing to get underway. So it's just a matter of time before we see if a bond is set and if he will leave the jail. But this morning, many still reeling after that chaotic ride, and witnesses captured those moments on camera. An NFL star known for his talents on the gridiron getting arrested. Atlanta Falcons linebacker James Pearce Jr. lighting up social media Saturday, but it's his actions off the field that's catching national attention. This series of events unfolding in Doral, witnesses capturing the chaos on camera during this chase through a gated community. Police say he crashed the vehicle before catching up with him, but getting the 6'5", 245-pound NFL player under control, a visible challenge. Roughly half a dozen officers struggling to take him down and shouting, ordering Pearce to lay on his stomach, then making the arrest. The 22-year-old NFL rookie now faces a list of felony charges, including aggravated battery, domestic violence, stalking, and aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer. But Doral Police Chief Edwin Lopez telling Local 10 trouble started brewing much earlier in the day at the police department Saturday morning. The chief says Pearce was there with WNBA Los Angeles Sparks superstar Rakia Jackson. But at one point, the chief says the two got into some sort of domestic dispute. However, Chief Lopez says when officers attempted to arrest Pearce, he took off in her car, and that's when the chase began. Rakia Jackson is in South Florida this weekend, playing for the Breeze in the unrivaled 3-on-3 league. James Pearce Jr. was the Falcons' 2025 first-round draft pick. He finished third in the Defensive Rookie of the Year voting. Now, the Atlanta Falcons is responding to questions from Local 10, releasing this statement, writing, quote, "We are aware of an incident involving James Pearce Jr. in Miami. We are in the process of gathering more information and will not have any further comment on an open legal matter at this time." This morning, the WNBA community showing their support for Rickea Jackson on social media. Meanwhile, James Pearce Jr. still in jail awaiting that bond hearing. Of course, we'll keep you updated with the developments. Live in West Miami-Dade, Lenny Supal, Local 10 News.
Lenny, thank you.
Man, unfortunately, that's a sad situation for both of those youngsters. Let me say that. From what I gathered off the internet and read, and this is all alleged, that this young man had stalked her and he had seen her car. I guess they had broke up or breaking up or going through something. And he was down in, he was just in LA, 48 hours ago at the award ceremony. And he flew all the way to Miami. He saw her car. He bumped her car in the back. She noticed it was him. She went to the police station. That's when they got into a big altercation at the police station. They came out and had the guns drawn. He jumped in her car and took off and ended up doing the chase with the police, crashed her car, and all hell broke loose. It seems like right now, man, this kid has some emotional instabilities, and we heard he had a lot going on coming out of Tennessee. And what he showed on the field this year, I was super excited for this. He was an up-and-coming rookie. You know what I mean? Up-and-coming star. He had 10 sacks. We hadn't had a guy who had 10 sacks in a long time. So this is quite disappointing as a Falcon fan.
Absolutely. And the young man got to be lucky that it didn't end in tragedy for him.
Yes.
We know how them situations usually happen for guys of color. So he's very lucky. But yeah, like I said, it's a sad situation. Yeah, he was a rising star. Led our team in sacks, I believe, this year.
Yes.
So we was looking forward, and a lot of us Falcons fans like it was worth giving up the first round pick to get him after seeing this year. But now we just we don't know what's going to happen with him. It's we're in limbo at this point. Like, who knows? Like you said earlier, man, it's we've seen how these things play out in the NFL when guys never play another down again. So
exactly, and you hate to see that much talent go to waste over what the word I'm looking for, like he couldn't control his emotions and let his emotions got the best of him. According to what I'm reading online, and this is all alleged, that old girl had broke up with him. She didn't want him no more. So he went to Miami, and I guess to try to win her back or whatever, or see what she was doing, see if she was cheating. Who knows why he went to Miami? But my thing is this. If somebody don't want you no more, you got to let it go. And then being James Pearce, being an NFL star in the city of women everywhere, ATL, it wouldn't have been no problem finding other women. Let me say that. With his amount of money, his amount of fame, he pretty much could have had his pick of the litter here.
Right.
So why did, and I understand he could have been in love with it. He could have been in love with it. You know, I understand love is a powerful thing, bro. Love is powerful, bro. Right next to sugar. And love make you do some crazy stuff. But my thing is, you got to focus on your career. You got to focus on your paper. I remember I heard one old fellow telling me long time ago, man. He said, I never seen a man lose women chasing his paper, but I done seen a man lose money chasing his woman. And this is a prime example here. This man here finna lose some paper. No matter how this outcome come, I'm almost certain this cat finna lose some endorsements. This cat finna lose some game checks. And he might just lost his damn career. being honest with you, man, it's so sad. It was so sad because what I was hearing today on the local radio station in ESPN is that his guaranteed money on his rookie deal just got voided with this behavior.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. Sad situation for the young man. But we'll see how the legal system play out. But however it play out for him, I definitely, hopefully he get the help he need. Obviously, it's something mentally or something's going on upstairs for him.
Mm-hmm.
And however this plays out legally, hopefully get the help he need.
Exactly. And listen, man, my heart, like we just said, man, my heart go out for Rakia Jackson.
Absolutely.
I don't want that. No woman, no man. A lot of men has been through domestic violence, but mainly it's usually the man abusing the woman. I don't know what truly happened in this particular case, so I can't speak on that. But at the same time, it had to be some type of emotional scare for her if she went to the police station.
Yeah. I'm sure it's a traumatic experience. Absolutely. So she's gonna need to get pop some counseling or something too to help her through what the ordeal she's seen and experienced and witnessed. So absolutely, it's a tough situation for both parties. Yep.
Exactly. So yeah, I just don't get it. But you know, it ain't my life. You know what I mean? But I'm like, brother, you had an opportunity to change the trajectory of your life, your family's life. With the way he was playing, if he would have continued to play that way for the next few years, he would have got paid. He would have got paid. He would have got a contract that could what you call it, generational wealth type contract. You know what I mean? So who knows now? With this stain on his record, I hope he get another shot. But at the same time, I hope he get counseling, and I hope Rakia Jackson get counseling and be better too. I think they got to iron. Both of them got to iron some things out. Before moving forward.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So we not gonna harp on that too long, man. But it was all over the news, and I'm gonna show the soccer video. Let me show the soccer video where he did get banned because he stayed in there almost 2 days before he got banned, a day and a half before he got banned, and not sure that he was gonna get banned at one point. So let's play the soccer video where he was released by 3 suits. I don't know if they was NFL suits or there was his agent suits or there was Falcons suits, but it was 3 guys that came in.
James Pearce Jr. walked out of jail after posting bond. You can see in this video it took a handful of police officers to arrest the sports star after he led them on a chase through Doral. It was a story Local 10 broke exclusively Saturday night.
And Local 10's Magdalena Louisant is live outside the jail in Southwest Miami-Dade with all the latest details. Magdalena.
Aaron, JC, James Pearce Jr. did not say anything to us as he walked out of TGK this evening, but the 3 men who were dressed in suits told us no comment. They got in an SUV and drove off. Atlanta Falcons star linebacker James Pearce Jr. walks out of TGK a free man. But before he faces our cameras, 3 men who came to pick him up seem to exchange words with him and gets Pearce to uncover his face. James, is there anything you want to address about the charges? No comment at this time. The 22-year-old posted bond after seeing a Miami-Dade County judge. She told him to stay away from WNBA Los Angeles Sparks player Rakia Jackson.
Do you have any need to return to pick up any personal belongings?
Judge, I would just leave everything there. Whatever's there, it can stay there. It's fine.
The NFL star's dramatic arrest on Saturday in a Doral neighborhood caught the sports world's attention. Watch as it takes a handful of Doral police officers struggle to take down the 6'5", 245-pound NFL player to the ground. Doral Police Chief Edwin Lopez tells Local 10 Pearson Jackson, who's in South Florida for an off-season game, got into a domestic dispute at the Doral police station. When his officers tried to arrest Pearce, Lopez says he took off in Jackson's car, led police on a chase, and crashed her car in a gated Doral neighborhood. The NFL rookie faces several felony charges from this incident. Some include aggravated battery, domestic violence, aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer, and stalking.
Sir, it's my understanding that what you're telling me is based on his employment. He will not have any reason whatsoever to have anywhere in the vicinity of this lady. Is that correct?
100%, Judge.
Okay.
And in bond court today, Pearce's attorney said once he bonds out of TGK, he will be heading to Atlanta. Now, we know that that's where he'll be going, but no new statement from the Atlanta Falcons tonight. Now, Rakia Jackson, who is in South Florida playing in an off season with the team here, we reached out to her representatives to see if they would like to give us a comment on her behalf. And at this time, we have not heard back from them. We're live in Southwest Miami-Dade. I'm Magdala Luisen, local.
So the young man has bonded out of jail. And so right now he's heading back to Atlanta. So we'll keep y'all updated on what comes out of this. Even if we do little snippets during the week. Like I say, man, I pray for both sides, man, right now. They both need it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. King David, now it's time for us to hit Super Bowl, man, last night. Got to hit the Super Bowl. Got to talk about it, man. What you thought of that game last night, man?
It was a dozer.
Uh-huh.
It was a dozer.
Yeah.
It was very boring early on. So
it was.
Field goals from one team, and it is a defensive game, but it's just one of them boring type games until the fourth quarter.
And then Seattle just kind of opened it up, or the Patriots just threw in the towel or whatever. You know what I mean? I think they had Drake Mason and Ghosts out there. You know what I mean? Toward the end, he got, I think, a couple touchdowns toward the end, but the game was pretty much out of reach at that particular point. You know what I mean? So it was one of those games that, I was trying to stay interested in, but, it was I like a defensive game. I do. You know what I mean? And if we look over the season, that's what Seattle and the Patriots, they've been winning games off defense. They've been balanced, but mainly the defense has been really good on both teams.
Yeah, defense been solid on both teams. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of who they've been throughout the season. But yeah, it was just one of them games. It's kind of boring.
So do you think it was several things? Yeah, there was a boring Super Bowl, but a lot of people tuned in. They say, and I don't know if it was because of Bad Bunny during halftime or whatever. I don't know, but I saw a lot of people. I was going through the comments today when I was knowing we had this show coming up tonight, and a lot of Minnesota Vikings fans are pissed, bro. They was like, Sam Darnold ain't playing that when he was with us. He goes to Seattle and win a Super Bowl. So they was upset with they was upset with Sam.
Well, Sam played really good for them. It was like 14-2.
Well, they said he didn't win a Super Bowl. Let me say he played good for them, but he went over there and then they won a Super Bowl. So they were like they don't even want to mention Sam Darnold's name in Minnesota no more.
Hey, man, well, their defense wasn't good at Seattle's either. So Sam done his thing with Minnesota. So it is what it is. Guess you're gonna view. It is what it is. You're gonna hate him. Mm-hmm. If you're a Minnesota fan, but yeah, your defense wouldn't get at Seattle. Seattle #1 defense, I believe, this year.
Yeah, they was balling, man. They was balling, and that's the disappointing part too. I'm like, hell, Seattle done won 2 Super Bowls. The Falcons ain't won none. They done won. They built the team, won a Super Bowl, lost the Super Bowl, dismantled the team, rebuilt the team. They won another Super Bowl, and my sorry Falcons ain't did nothing.
It's about that personnel, Bruce, about the staff and personnel, and Mike McDonald seemed like he one of them guys. Which the Falcons freaking interviewed him. No, he lived here. He went to Centennial High School. So man. They interviewed the guy and passed up on it, and that's where we hired Raheem Morris. But anyway, he got to get the right people.
We hired a dude that wear capri pants, chew gums, and look at the clock and don't know how to call timeout. And these other guys who went over here and won Super Bowls, and I don't get it. But another question, man, a lot of people was talking about. They was like, "How did DK Metcalf got to be pissed, bro? He left Seattle and they did better. It ain't like he left Seattle and Seattle went down. He left Seattle. They rebuilt and the team is better after DK Metcalf left.
Yeah, sometimes it happens. I don't. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Was DK a trade or did they just they did?
I think they traded for him. I did think DK got traded. Yeah.
So in that case, they would have got some picks, so they would have been able to speed up the rebuild. But sometimes it happens. They got another stud receiver in Smith and Jake. Yeah, what is it, Jackson? I think
I can't remember the guy's name.
Yeah,
it was that running back, man. That running back, he was running like a man on fire last night, bro.
He was, and he ain't the starter.
He wasn't even starter. He was just running. But maybe you know what though, when you don't have tape on a guy, because the starter tore his ACL.
Yeah.
And so when you ain't got much tape on the guy, and then you don't know how hard this guy run or how cut because you ain't got much tape on him. That's what happened, bro. He was running like a man on fire. He was running. If he keep running like that, bro, he definitely gonna get a nice contract from somewhere.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Became MVP for the Super Bowl, I believe, last night. So,
I think he was running back that win the MVP for a Super Bowl since '98. I think it was since '98. Yeah, I think it was Terrell Davis. Won the last. Terrell Davis was the MVP in 1998 when they beat the Falcons. Of course. Damn Falcons, bro. We always on the wrong side of history, bro.
Yeah.
we always on the wrong side of history. These Falcons, man. So it was a really, really defensive game last night. Last week me and you talked. We both said, hey, we was pulling for Seattle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I just thought Drake May, let me say, I think Drake May is a solid quarterback. I think he's gonna be a really good quarterback, for New England. He was just young. And the defense scheme that Seattle's bringing last night with the two blitzes in the middle between the A gap and the big man, they was just bringing some design blitzes that May hadn't seen, and they was getting home. You know what I mean? They was getting home last night, and the Patriots O-line just couldn't block them, bro.
Yeah, and that's what I seen. I seen that Seattle just whooped them up front last night in the trenches, offensive, defensive line. Like I say, the offensive line, because Kenneth Walker just ran all over the place, so the offensive line was whooping their defensive line, and Seattle defensive line was getting home and pushing their offensive line around. So Seattle just won in the trenches, and typically when you win in the trenches, you're going to win the game.
Exactly. Exactly, man. So I think New England will be back. You know what I mean? I think New England will be back, but if Seattle keep that young core and don't lose too many pieces, at every offseason, man, pieces come and pieces go. So if they can keep their young nucleus much as possible, I think Seattle got a great chance of getting back, man. Because right now, I go ahead and just lock Sam up for a little while. You know what I mean? Lock him up at least for a couple of years. I think he is on a nice little deal. But lock him up. You got your boy, your running back. Got your defense. You got your trenches, and you got the wide receiver. So I think Seattle got a nice little young team that they can keep together. They definitely be winning another pretty soon.
You got to keep about it together. We know the coach is leaving. We know the OC already gone. He announced that.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see who we take with him from the staffing. So things like that's going to affect your team as well. McDonald's a defensive guy. The defense probably going to stay solid, but with the offense continue to have that
type of success,
right? With the OC leaving, and OC might take other guys with them as well.
He might, and like I say, man, I really the guy that left, we wanted here in Atlanta. Clubby, we wanted Clint. You know what I mean? We wanted him. Over Stefanski. Now, like you say, a lot of people still hit us up on our TikTok and say, hey, Stefanski, he's this, he's that, you know what I mean? And yes, I dang sure didn't like his decision making in Cleveland last year. I really did. I hated it. And it wasn't about a black thing, white thing. It wasn't about Gabriel versus Shadua. I just wanted the leader to make a decision. That's what I wanted. Come and say, hey, this is my guy here, and we're going to ride him. And then it's like they was finding excuses for the other guy when he got hurt. And then getting one dude the wrong playbook and all that. So I just need Stefanski to make a solid decision and get behind that guy and push that guy forward. And he couldn't do it. And I think he lost the team with that. So I don't want to see that here in Atlanta. Atlanta's my team. I ride for the Falcons, even though we ain't won jack nothing. But hopefully we can turn it around this year. And then if Stefanski can turn it around and win the Super Bowl, hey, man, I'll be a Stefanski guy. I'll be just being honest with you. I just want to ship, man. I just want to ship. I'm going to give him 3 games. 3 games, King David. That's it. I'm checking out after that.
2.5.
2.5.
One and a quarter.
I'm giving these cat like 7 and 3/4 quarters, bro. A game and a half, game and almost a possible like a space game. But yeah, man. So with that, man, you know, that's that was our big story tonight, man, about James Pearce Jr. You know, it was disappointing because we had a really thumping defense here. I thought the defense was coming along and they was young and they seemed hungry. So we'll see how this thing gonna go next year. And the Super Bowl, and it was DK Metcalf hurt, and was he hurt by his old former team winning the Super Bowl? And just we had a few topics that I want to get out, man, on this show tonight.
Yeah, which we didn't talk about too much. I know you brought it up, but yeah, I'm sure DK is hurt. You a first round exit.
He was a first round exit.
So
yeah.
I'm sure he is. He thought he was going to a better situation, and he didn't. Didn't happen.
Exactly. Well, you see your boy Raheem went over to 49ers, right?
I did not see that. But
yeah, Raheem Morris got hired by, I forgot what position.
Kyle?
Gotta
be defense because Salah leaving.
Yeah, Salah did go to Tennessee. That's so true. So I ain't worried about Rob, bro. I'm not worried about Rob, bro.
It's about a defense coordinator and a head coach.
After what I saw, man, Rob's a joke to me overall. He might, if he could just focus on that part, that's fine. But he just messed the Falcons up. So he kind of pissed me off with the whole thing. You know, he really just pissed me off. Rob, so I could care less that cat never coach again on the east of the Mississippi River, cuz.
I feel all reality. He probably gonna have success out there. To be honest with you, Kyle, offensive guy, so he gonna score some points, so he can play a certain type of scheme. But so I think he'd be successful out there. He probably, I don't know if he'll get another shot. He had about 3 shots, so he might not get another opportunity. But he should have success as a DC.
He should, and we'll see, man. We definitely see, man. You got anything else to add tonight, King David?
Hey, man, I'm sad. Football, the NFL is over, college is over. You know, it's about this reset time. So we'll be figuring out top talking points, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna jump into this March Madness, man. We got March Madness coming up, and we got a few of the see what's going on dog posts, and we're gonna have some things coming up. We'll be talking about it, but right now the biggest thing is March Madness. So, and UGA Dogs is winning. They're looking good this year. They got Dominique Sean over there, and he's a freshman, but he's averaging about now. Oh, one last thing I want to talk about. Kyan Anthony didn't get to play the other night, and he's one of the top players for Syracuse, man. And they said the Syracuse coach was pissed because of what his dad said, Carmelo Anthony said about him. So he didn't play Kyan.
Yeah, coach probably gonna get fired.
That's what I'm saying. I think the coach gonna get fired behind that because Carmelo Anthony is Mr. Syracuse.
Right.
And now his son is following his footsteps, and they were saying if his son don't play again, Carmelo was talking about he'll be in the transfer portal.
Yeah, coach will lose his job for that one.
Yeah, I think so too. So, but we'll see, man. Hey, with that, man, King David, man, until next time, it's always good to talk to you, man, about these sports thing. And if anything jump up in the middle of the week, we'll be back on here, man.
All right, bro, next time.
All right, man. Talk to you later.